It is the sixth longest river in America and the second longest tributary of the Mississippi-Missouri River system. It is the 45th longest river in the world. The drainage basin covers nearly 195,000 square miles in the heart of America, meandering from the Rocky Mountains to the Mississippi River at Napoleon, Arkansas, a ghost town immortalized in Mark Twain's Life on the Mississippi. It marked the U.S. border until Texas joined the United States. In 1836, Washington Irving camped on the bank of the Arkansas River in what would become the city of Tulsa. In Tulsa County, the Arkansas River extends 42 miles from the Keystone Dam south through the metropolitan area. The 1964 construction of the dam by the federal government controls flooding, sustains navigation downstream, and provides hydroelectric power. But those beneficial results come with increasingly untenable and unintended consequences that strike like a dagger in the heart of the environment. Daily water release regimes from this federal dam negatively impacts the river below. These unnatural releases deplete fish and wildlife habitat, reduce wetlands, and erode the riverbanks, reduce healthy sediment deposits, and increase stormwater runoff. Now, this man-created water flow is eating into the bedrock, something never done by a natural prairie river. The dam is endangering federally protected and/or threatened wildlife. Prairie rivers are not Hollywood's image of a river. Water is often hard to see as it braids with sand within the riverbed. Prairie rivers move a great deal of sand, light soil, and sediment, which mitigate the force of flowing water. Keystone Dam stops sand movement at the headwater of Keystone Lake. As water is released during both the daily production of hydroelectric power and in heavy rain, water cuts into the bedrock and sand required for natural habitat is not delivered. Through Tulsa County, major riverbed impacts can be seen from the Keystone Dam. Further downstream to about Bixby, the river is also showing signs of sand movement with depletion of prairie river habitat. Below Haskell, the river is functioning more as a natural prairie river, but must still endure unnatural daily flow fluctuations resulting from hydropower generation releases at Keystone Dam. Here, very little sand is visible. The river banks are collapsing. The bedrock limestone can be seen in the channel. This is the heavily damaged area with virtually all natural habitat gone. Also surprisingly, and for the first time seen in this video footage, the Arkansas River has been discovered as deeply excavated. Doing nothing is not an option, as nature seasonally and man regularly releases forces of water that impact this area. Below the dam, we understand the Arkansas River will never be a prairie river again, but it can be greatly improved to establish a healthy new balance for nature. Federal help is necessary. Local resources have been allocated, and they are being spent, but they are not great enough. The Arkansas River has been studied frequently since Keystone Dam construction. The Indian Nations Council of Governments, with active participation of the U.S. Corps of Engineers, environmental water quality and wildlife organizations, local and national, and with extensive public hearings, developed the Arkansas River Corridor Master Plan in 2005. Local infrastructure improvement packages have repeatedly included monies to advance planning now to the adaptive design phase. Federal funding was authorized in Water 2007 for implementation of the master plan projects. The first small appropriation has been made and is greatly appreciated, but continued funding is now critical. When implemented, the master plan developed by the Corps of Engineers and the Corps' Ecosystem Restoration Plan for the Arkansas River Corridor, published February 2009, can restore and maintain a healthy natural balance to the Arkansas River, but federal help is needed immediately. With that help, Tulsa County can begin to repair the damage. The question for our generation is, will we act?
Local, state, and federal stakeholders are proposing to construct projects in the Arkansas River to improve its ecosystem and habitat significantly degraded by the construction of Keystone Dam. The continued operation of Keystone Dam for flood control and hydropower generation damages the natural prairie river habitat to an extent that much of that in Tulsa County is likely not to be restorable to its natural state. With the construction of these projects, the ecosystem will be improved and managed to be more valuable and sustainable. Without our action now, it will degrade further.
To accomplish this, Tulsa County must construct 2 low water dams and renovate an existing dam, partially filling the channel between the dam and the recovering part of the Arkansas River. These small low water dams will buffer hydropower releases to smooth daily flow fluctuations. The entire Arkansas River corridor will be managed to naturally move sediment and provide for fish passage. The dams will feature large operating gates to pass sand and sediment downstream during high force flows to emulate a natural prairie river. River and bank habitats will be improved with the banks and the riverbed protected from future erosion through this project. We can do this together. Will you help?